Hello everyone to this tutorial about connecting to your data files. You can connect to your data file in several ways, either by clicking on this link here or you can click on this icon. If you click on any of them, you will see that you have several options or several data formats. You have Microsoft Excel, text file, JSON, Microsoft Access, PDF, and so on. And by the way, this is in public version of Tableau. If you have the professional version, you find more options, more types of data files that you can connect to. And in the next tutorial, I'm going to show you what are these files. So let's say that you want to connect to a Microsoft Excel file. Click on Microsoft Excel and go to the folder that you saved your Excel file. And this is the file that I'm talking about, Company A Office Supplies. Double click on this file and just wait a few seconds and you will see that you already connected to that file. And because this file, the Excel file, has only one sheet, it is automatically connected to that sheet and you can see all the data. But if you have more than a sheet, you should drag and drop the sheet or the sheets, if you want to drag and drop more than a sheet, to this canvas before you can see your data. And you are going to see that in the coming tutorials when we have more than a sheet in one Excel or CSV file. And once you already connected to that file, you can see the columns of that sheet already imported into Tableau. So this sheet has location, period, sales, and profit. And this file is already organized and formatted, so you didn't see any problems. You already found the titles already are there, and you see that all the values of each column or field already imported without any problem. But this is not the situation. You expect to do many preparation and cleaning and sometimes before you can start data analytics and creating your data visualization. So let's have a quick look at these columns. The first column is location, and if you look here, this is the type of the data in this column, which is ABC. In other words, this is string. So ABC means string. Tableau identified the type of this column automatically and correctly. And if you look at the column here, which is period, Tableau identified the value of this column as date, and this is correct. And if you look at this symbol, this is a symbol of a calendar, which means date. So these two columns so far are identified correctly by Tableau. And the same thing for these two columns. Sales values are identified by Tableau as numbers. So hash mean number. And the same thing for the profit. And you can easily change any type of these fields if they are not correct by click on the data type here, and you can find several types: number decimal, number whole, date time, date string, or boolean. So the next step is to switch to the sheet where you can start your data analysis and visualization. Click on the sheet 1 here. You can see that your fields or columns are divided into two parts: dimensions and measures. And if you look at the dimensions, you can find the location, period, which are dimensions that you measure your data based on them. And if you look here at the measures, you will see profit and sales. You can start now creating your diagrams by dragging and dropping the dimensions and measures to columns and rows. So we can start by drag and drop location to rows, and you can drag and drop cells to columns. And in this case, you can find that Tableau automatically created this horizontal bar diagram for you. And you can come here and organize them or sort them. You can come here and sort them either in a descending order or an ascending order. You can remove any dimension or measure you already dragged in here. So you can take this out of your diagram. And in this case, you will come back to your original situation. Or you can click on Ctrl Z in Windows operating system. Then you can come back gradually to the previous steps. And also I can, for example, so I can also drag and drop cells here in this table. So I can see that the location and the sum of cells in each location. Location here are American states. So in California, you can see the sum of cells in Illinois, in Kansas, in any of these states. And when you already dragged and drop, when you already dragged cells here, you already found that the cells already also dragged to the text to see the text. And this is already done automatically by Tableau. And there's something important here you should also understand, which is the number of records. Number of records can be really handy and useful in many cases because it is showing you the total number of records. It depends on your dataset, and you are going to see in the next tutorials where the number of records can be handy in your data analytics. If you drag and drop number of records, for example here, you will see that you got one for each of these states. That means you got one record for each state. And if you take location out and take the sum of numbers here, take the number of records out, and just drag and drop number of records here in the canvas, and you will get the number and you will get the total number of records in your data set, which is 17 records. And this is only an introduction to how you can connect to a data set and understand your data, and understand after that how your columns are divided into dimensions and measures. And in the next tutorials, we are going to see more and more features. And in the next tutorial, you are going to learn more features and functions in Tableau.